Hello Cancer, and welcome to your tarot guidance for the next few weeks with me, Julie Poole. Hello, welcome or welcome back, and a special big thanks and welcome to anybody new that saw me from my Next Level Soul podcast that I did nearly 3 years ago, so I looked a bit different, but welcome. And for all of you coming back, thanks for being here. All right, it's tea and tarot time with Julie. Grab yourself a cup of tea. We are here to nourish your life and feed your soul and see what's coming up for the next few weeks. Okay, all righty, let's bring the camera down and have a look. I'm using the Tarot of Dreams, and we will also get an affirmation card. All right, let's see what's going on for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and cross-watching. Okay, all right, we've got the Five of Coins wanting to come out, which is not particularly welcome, but don't panic, we'll find out some more now. We've got the Eight of Coins and the King of Swords. Right, we're getting clear. Let's find out some more. See, I told you it was going to be all right, didn't I? Ace of Coins is underneath that Five of Coins with the Lovers, choices, decisions, and the Ten of Wands to bring to an end what has been a struggle, what has been difficult. We'll go into it in more depth. Let me just get them straight for a little minute because it'll bug me. I can't help it, I'm a Virgo. All right, let's get you your affirmation. These are mine from Hoping to Having, taken from Hoping to Having affirmation booklet. All right, let's have a look. That one is the one we want. Well, somebody else said this. Who was it? It might have been Taurus, but I can't quite recall. Right, I am allowing all answers to flow through me and to me, empowering me into appropriate action. I'm fairly sure it was Taurus because you're the fourth one. It wasn't Gemini, so it was Aries or Taurus, so it might be worth you looking at that because I went into quite a lot of detail on this, all right? But let me bring it up here so we can talk about this card because there's a lot of information in those 4 lines. I am allowing all answers, allowing, all right, I want you to align with, I am allowing all answers to come. It's amazing the way that we don't align with allowing, even though we're asking for answers, and the answers are kind of just out of reach. So if you just tap into a little bit more, I am allowing all answers to flow through me and to me. What does that mean? Through me, the answers can be coming from my higher self, from God, from the universe, from my angels, from my soul, from my intuition. They're flowing through me, and we're going to pay attention to those. And also the answers that come to me. What does that mean? Why is it different through me and to me? All right, the answers that come to me can come from other people, from a website I've clicked on, from a video I've clicked on, from something else. All right, so we're allowing them to come in any directions. Very often people tend to focus on God's going to give me the answer, that my angels are going to give me the answer, when it may be that they're kind of redirecting the answer to come. They kind of nudge you to say, oh, click on that video, there's something there that might help you, and there's the answer. Or, oh, read that book, or go for a walk and you bump into somebody and they say something that gives you the answer. It can come to you. So this affirmation, I am allowing all answers to flow through me and to me. We've covered that bit. You've got that now, right? Okay, now we're empowering me into appropriate action. So nobody's doing this for you or to you. It's empowering you. It's giving you the power, or tapping into the power you already have within you, empowering you into appropriate action. So we have the answers. Now we're going to take action on them, appropriate action. So there's several steps to that. So we're going to align with allowing the answers to either come through me or to me. Either is fine, or both, even better. All right, and that's going to empower me. That's going to tap me into my power to take appropriate action. All right, okay, now let's add in the tarot, and we start to see that it makes sense. So we've got the Five of Coins with the Ace of Coins. The Five of Coins is worrying about money, is feeling left out in the cold, it's a little bit victim energy, and very often we are feeling like a victim for a very good reason. And that's all right. We don't want to deny that or pretend it's not there. But equally, we need to recognize the longer I stay in the victim energy, the harder it gets for me. And I don't want hard, I want it easier. So we're going to recognize if there's been struggle, if there's been lack, if I felt pushed out, ignored, and it's hard. I want to step into this brand new energy with the Ace of Coins. So those of you struggling to get a job or wanting a better job or just wanting to be seen and recognized, here comes the Ace of Coins with a new opportunity. Thank you very much. So in order to lead us to that ace, that new beginning, that fresh start, we are allowing the answers to flow through me and to me, all right? And so we're listening, we're paying attention, we're waiting for those answers, we're aligned with receiving them, we're open to them so that we can have that new beginning. Now, because we've got the 8 of coins here next to it, for some of you, this is related to work and your main income. So if you have been, your hours have been cut back, or you've been let go, or you were promised a promotion that didn't come and you were kind of depending on it, or your job is at risk and you're frightened, I want you to just trust that if you're meant to move on, the right job will come at the right time, okay? So this could be related to work for some of you, but it doesn't have to be. The 8 of coins is the master craftsman, somebody who really knows what they're doing, and they're prepared to work hard and diligently and be committed and, put the effort in. So you're working on something. Now, that something could be about a job. I'm working on getting a better job, or I'm working on getting a job, or I'm working on not getting fired, or whatever it is, could be related to a job. For many of you, that's what this is about, but not all of you. The Lovers underneath has 2 meanings, and one is loving relationships, your romantic partner, or making a decision. So some of you are working on making a decision. Should I go for that job or not? Should I apply for that or not? I don't know what to do. I'm asking for the answers and I'm listening for them coming. And when they come, I need to make a decision. How do I know which is the right decision? The Lovers is about following the heart, not the head. What does the heart say? What does the instinct say? What does my inner guidance from a place of love say? Rather than from a place of lack, scarcity and panic, which is my head, I want to tap into what my heart says. And I might need to work on that because my instinct might just be to jump on survival, which would make me miserable, where my heart is saying, we'd hate that, we don't want to apply for that. So listen to the heart, okay? Now, for others of you, this is about romance, and it is making a decision, working on your relationship. I choose to, I've made a decision, I'm working on my relationship. And that, for some of you, with the 5 of coins here, is you are feeling lack within the relationship. You're not being seen, you're not being heard, you've been taken for granted, you've been pushed out or pushed aside, and it feels horrible, and you want a new beginning. We tend to think that the Ace of Cups is all about the fresh start and the new beginning in terms of our happiness. The Ace of Coins isn't just money, it's about what's solid and secure and stable. And that's what we want, particularly if we've been going through a bit of an upsy-downsy, topsy-turvy time in our relationship. And most relationships will go through ups and downs. And when we're in a down, it's perfectly natural to question, why am I here? What am I doing here? And we want to work on it, all right? Made a decision to work on it. And that decision might be to work on leaving, not necessarily work on staying. For some of you, I'm working on pulling it back together and ending the difficulty. And let's find a new beginning where we're both on the same page again. For others of you, you are working on wanting a lawyer and getting out, getting divorced. Apply it to your own circumstances. So this reading really is got 2 different messages, and they might both apply to some of you. This can be related to money and jobs, and it can be related to my marriage is falling apart or my long-term relationship is falling apart, and I've got to do some work on that. Now, what we've got is an outcome here For either way, either circumstance, here's the outcome. The King of Swords is using your intelligence, your logic, being very sort of clinical, not necessarily cold, but looking at the logic, the practicalities, using your expertise, thinking through options. This is about clarity and focus. And with the Ten of Wands underneath, which is the effort, it's hard, it's difficult, I'm on my knees, this has to change. You know, it's got to change. Either I get the better job, or we sort the relationship, or I get out. Either way, I'm not going to feel like this anymore. We want that resolution. And so we're tapping into that intelligence within you. This can also be somebody else. The King of Swords can be an advisor, a counsellor, a therapist, a lawyer, anybody that's an expert in their field, particularly as it's next to the Eight of Coins, which is the master craftsman. So this is somebody who really knows what they're doing in their field. This could be a recruitment consultant. This could be a realtor, an estate agent, a letting agent, somebody in a position of power and authority who has the ability and the knowledge is the key here, to be able to help you get out of this Ten of Wands struggle. I'm ready to move into ease. And that's the bit that you are wanting. So your affirmation isn't so much I'm ready to step into ease. It's I'm ready to receive the answers that are going to lead me to the ease. So we're back to this, which is why it's so important. I'm allowing all answers to flow through me and to me, empowering me into appropriate action. Let's find out a little bit more. I don't always clarify the cards. If they're clear, we don't need clarification, but I just want to get a bit more information for you. Can you tell me a bit more about this, please? Okay. Two of Pentacles. This is the Tarot Royale, by the way. Two of Pentacles is we're out of balance. Something's off here, which we can see because of the Five of Coins and the Ten of Wands. We know we don't want to live like this. Life does go through those ups and downs, and we want to bring the balance back. We want to restore it. So what do I need to do? I need some answers to be able to get my balance back. All right, so the focus wants to be on balance. Can we bring balance back to the relationship? Can we bring balance back to my finances? Can we bring balance back, period? And we can, because here's the Ace of Cups. So we talked about the Ace of Coins being the new beginning in terms of potentially a job, money, new income, or new happiness, because it's also about stability and security. But now here we have the confirmation with the Ace of Cups, which is happiness, a new beginning, a fresh start in terms of this is going to make me happy. This is the universe saying, here's a new cup. I might not have expected this. This might be a bit of a surprise, but I've got an opportunity here for a new beginning, and it's a gift. Right, it's a gift. It's surrounded by fish in some of them, and actually that's the Page of Cups that has the fish in the cup. But fish in tarot and oracle represent abundance, because they swim in shoals of thousands, millions. So it represents the flow and abundance of your happiness wanting to come your way when we can balance up what's been going off and what's been going wrong. So two aces here, Cancer. So we recognise it's been a struggle, it's been hard, but there's two aces wanting to come in. We need those answers, and we need that expertise, all right? So Four of Cups, here's the cup being offered to you, and you're looking at it and you're saying, well, I don't know. Shall I bother? Is it going to make any difference? Is there any point? You're questioning. The Four of Cups is that, well, you know, I don't know. I've still got my three cups here, and they are upright. They're not all turned over. It's not a complete disaster. But I do know I want more. I want more fulfillment. I want more enrichment. And I'm just not quite sure if this particular cup is the answer. This is where I need to tap into allowing the answers to flow through me and to me. Because if I'm being offered something new here, then it's probably a gift from the universe, particularly when we got two aces here. So we want to listen and we want to trust, okay? Right, so what's the outcome then? We're going to listen, we're going to trust, we're going to say yes please to this cup that's being offered. And then we move to the Four of Pentacles. So 2 fours here. Fours are about your foundations being solid. So you're looking at your options. You want to step into something much more solid and stable. And the Four of Pentacles is solid and stable. It is. He has got enough money. It is there. But he can tend to, the tendency to hold on a little bit too tight, particularly when we've been through hardship like this. It's like, now I've got some money, I'm scared to death of spending in case it goes horribly wrong again. But that just says to the universe, I don't trust you. So we want to step into, it's okay, it's flowing, it's coming to me, I've got enough, it's fine, all right, it's fine, I'm okay. That's what we want to move into. So the anxiety is there, it's underlying, it's worrying, it's sleepless nights, it's still there. So how can we overcome it? We want to try and tap into that King of Swords, clarity. So worries are there, of course they are. You know, they come, especially when we've been in this situation. Is it really resolved? Can we resolve it? Is it stable now? Is it going to last? All of these questions are perfectly valid, right? There's no point having toxic positivity when we've been through a difficult time. It's absolutely normal for our doubts and our fears to come up. But what we want to do is gently question them, gently reassure them. I've been through a difficult time, but I've had my answers. I've got my new beginning. At this point, I've just got to trust that that new beginning is taking me to something better. And I'm going to use my clarity, my intelligence, my logic to reassure the fears that are coming up with that Nine of Pentacles. Sorry, Nine of Swords. And we've got another 9, 2 nines, nearly there, nearly there, nearly there. 9 of Wands. It's been hard, it's been heavy. Can I trust this? Is it okay? Am I safe? Questioning, questioning, questioning. So recognize it. Cancer, be gentle with yourself, all right? It has been hard and heavy. There's no dressing this up. It's been difficult. You know, it's been worrying. It's been a struggle. We've got the 10 of Wands struggle. We've got the 9 of Wands struggle. But that struggle wants to come to an end. Can we believe it? Can we trust it? Can we get into things are working out for me? I am abundant. And as I say that, the Empress pops out. There is the abundance. There is my creativity. That I am aligned with creating a life of abundance. It has been difficult, but I'm choosing to move into easier times, and I am creating those easier times for myself. The Empress says the ground is fertile. The energy is filled with potential, with opportunities. And I need to step into those opportunities and embrace them with faith and with trust. And that is not easy to do when you've been in a struggle and in challenges. To just say, oh, well, everything's better now, we can just start again, everything's fine. That's a bit Pollyanna, a bit, you know, toxic positivity. Let's just acknowledge it's been hard. And even though I'm getting these opportunities and I'd love to trust them, I am scared, I do have doubts, I do still worry. It might take me a little while to get out of that worry energy and start to trust this. But somehow I need to find the trust first for the abundance to follow. Not I'll trust once the abundance is there, because the law of attraction doesn't work like that. It's the other way around. So can I trust? I am the Empress, I am abundant, I am able to create amazing new opportunities and create the flow of abundance in my life, in my relationships, in my happiness, because 2 aces are here, a new opportunity twice, could be 2 separate opportunities, or this could be combined into one. Not only is it going to bring you greater happiness, it's going to bring you greater stability and greater financial ease. So let's trust. It's key. Okay? All right. Let's finish off with an angel message for you. Final message from the angels for Cancer, please. Final message. Success. there's some reassurance coming in for you from the angelic realms. Success. Number 33 is a master number of joy, excitement, growth, expansion. You will succeed. You are in the energy now of succeeding. You've already made the decision with that. Lovers there. I am getting my balance back and I'm doing it right now. All right. I am successful. Make that your mantra as we go through the next few weeks into this changing, much more light, bright, stable energy that's coming. Okay. All right, Cancer, that's what I have for you. I hope it was helpful. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back on Friday with a message for the collective, and I'll see you again soon. Take care, lots of love. Bye-bye.